Hi, I am Milkas Debebe here once again with part 2 of some insight on how to never give up on the different challenges we face in life. Warm welcome to this channel. If you are new, please hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you will be the first to know when I upload anything new. Great, in part 1, we have seen the first thing we have to do when we feel like giving up. Now, in this part, I'm going to give you the 4 additional tips on how to never give up when we face challenges in life. So, in part 2 here, the second tip that I have for you is to nourish our body and our mind. When we feel like giving up, we're not thinking about taking care of ourselves and most of the time. But nourishing our body is about more than looking good. It's more than that. It's about feeling good. Not just about ourselves, but about the world itself, the way we see everything around us. When we do not nourish our body, we feel it. We can feel it. We know it ourselves. We have to be aware of it. We have trouble concentrating and we get angry. We have less energy, and even everyday tasks make us think like, I feel like giving up and going back to bed most of the time. The food we eat is our body's fuel, right? But it's also our minds too. When we feed our body right, it can change our whole mindset. When we have a healthy food in our body, it makes us feel healthy. When we have energy, we have vitality and the ability to achieve our goals, whatever our goals are. Eating more vegetables and fruits is the vital step in becoming healthier in both our body and mind. It's all about balancing the acidic food we eat, like the coffee, dairy, sugar, alcohol, balancing it with the vegetables and fruits and the whole grains and nuts that we eat. So it's critically important to nourish our body and our mind. The third tip is to practice gratitude. The act of giving thanks can make us happier. It has been said so many times in so many places that gratitude is something that we have to practice in our daily life. Studies have found that practicing gratitude reduces depression and also lowers negative emotions like envy and resentment. When we feel like giving up, adopting an abundance mindset is not always easy. We have seen it. We all have faced it. We're all humans, right? And as humans, we tend to get stuck in patterns of thinking that can be hard to overcome in most cases. If you're wondering what to do when we feel like giving up, we can start practicing gratitude with morning rituals like incantations or writing in a gratitude journal. Make it a point to look around us or close our eyes and think of all the things we have to be grateful for. Visualizing what we have, focusing on what we have, not what we do not have, and be grateful. Say thank you for having what we have. Taking the time to give thanks can actually be transformative and takes hardly any time at all. We can literally take 10 minutes of our time daily to say thank you, and that 10 minutes that we spend in gratitude will make a whole change. Number 4 tip is to change our words. Words are so powerful. Especially we have to be very, very careful with the words that we use to ourselves. Our beliefs create our world, and our thoughts are extensions of our beliefs. The words we choose can actually impact our emotions and our perception of reality around us. When we have thoughts like, I have nothing to live for and I'm so tired of everything, these thoughts become our reality, regardless of whether they are true or not in our life. No matter what others tell us, how good we are, how genius we are, we begin to believe that we will never achieve what we want anyway, because what matters most is what we say to ourselves, who we are. So we might as well give up right now. So when we change our words, we change our life. That's where it all starts. We have to learn to question the negative thoughts that run through our head, because most of the negative thoughts that run through our head are not real. Let me share you the incredible system for isolating these negative thoughts of ours and turning them around by Byron Katie, who is an American speaker and author who teaches a method of self-inquiry. So she gave us the 4 questions we have to ask ourselves when we are in this situation, in a situation where we have a negative thought that run into our mind. So the number 1 question we have to ask is that negative thought that is coming to our mind true? And the second question is, can we absolutely know that it is true? Is it absolutely true? And the third question is, we have to ask ourselves, what happens when we believe that thought? We have to monitor the feeling we have, what it does to us when we think that it is real. And the fourth and last question we have to ask is that who would we be without that negative thought? If we actually practice these 4 questions every time, we would likely be happier and more fulfilled person. So the last one and the number 5 tip is to improve our relationship. We are who we surround ourselves with. So we have to make sure we are surrounded by loving and supportive people. We ask our friends to join our exercise routine, such as maybe going for a walk or a ride, a bike ride, or anything. It can be anything. We have to do inventory of our friends. We have to go through the times, the good times, the bad times that we have had with those friends, and we have to evaluate them. And we have to also evaluate the words that come out of their mouths. Are they lifting us up or are they lifting us down? So we have to make sure to look at our existing relationships. It can be hard to get toxic people out of our life. It's not easy. But as we make new friends that are making us feel better, it will get easier to say goodbye to the relationships that bring us down, because we don't want to feel down, right? So when we feel like quitting, it takes so much work to build our inner strength and overcome hardships. But what we always have to remember is success and failure are not on overnight experiences. They are journeys. It's the small decisions along the way that cause people to fail or succeed. We can spot the signs of giving up on life though, and change the path we are on and start achieving again. Because every time we notice things that are lifting us down, we have to remember and then change our path. It's a choice. And guess what? The choice is ours. Great. This is what I had for you on this topic. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to like and share if you find this video helpful. Peace to all until I see you in my next video.